All right, so she has risen overnight. There she is. And we'll take her to the kitchen and get her ready for her second rise. Good morning and welcome to day 3. I just showed you what my bread looks like after it's had its rise for the night. And so now I'm gonna turn it out onto my table. So I'm gonna pull you back down and show you what I'm gonna do. All right, so first I'm just going to wipe off my table again because the bottom of my bowl was sitting on my floor. So wipe it off again. And I'm gonna drizzle the table with flour. Not too terribly much. And my hands too. Let me take off my ring and my watch. All right, and then I'm gonna get my, not that one, my wooden spoon, spatula, whatever. Kind of go around the edges and help peel it off. I'm gonna roll it out onto the table. And I'm gonna give it a few folds and then I'm just gonna tighten the ball. That is all I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna pull it and fold. And pull it and fold. And again. And that is it. And then all I'm gonna do is get it into a nice tight ball one more time. And then I'm gonna leave it on the table covered for 15 minutes to let it rest from that. All right, so 15 minutes have passed. My muffins are here. My energy drink's here. I went ahead and floured the top of my flour sack because I'm gonna put that inside my bowl. And it's just easier for me to flour it while it's just sitting on top of the dough. And then I'm only flouring what I need and I'm not putting too much on it. So there's my rested ball of dough. So all I'm gonna do is try to tighten my ball a little more. And seam side up, I'm gonna put it inside. Just tightening up my seams, but seam side up, and then I'm gonna use my flour sack to cover so I don't have to use multiple things. And I'm just gonna let it sit, just like that, just so it's covered. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. And I'm gonna go put it back in the living room by my heater. And like I said, that's gonna sit for 2 to 3 hours or until it doubles in its size. Sorry, my children are in there eating breakfast, which means naturally they're gonna fight. But anyways, while that sits, I'm gonna clean the flour off my table and then I'll come back and show you how I prep my Dutch oven to bake. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Dutch oven to bake my bread. So a trick that I found from Jill, which was suggested to me by my friend Hannah, is you put cornmeal, just a thin layer of cornmeal on the bottom, and it will help with the reduction of burning the bottom of your sourdough loaf. I take some wax paper and it's gonna go in like that, and then I'll trim the edges. I'll put a little bit more on the other side, but I'll put a little bit of flour so that it doesn't stick. I've made that mistake once already, won't do that again. And yeah, just put it down in here like this and let it bake, just like that. It will bake for, on 450, 20 minutes with the lid on, 30 minutes with the lid off, and yeah, that is it. We'll be back when it's time.